The knowledge of esotericism usually involves a deep sense of mystery and secrecy, depicting spiritual, metaphysical, and philosophical knowledge passed down through selected closed circles for generations. It is often on the basis of many different types of occult traditions. The goal of these teachings is usually to attain deeper understandings about the nature of reality, the human soul, and the cosmos. The roots of these practices can be traced back to very ancient times, and they are still out there as hidden doctrines for those who would make the inward journey. Let's explore some 5 major esoteric teachings. Each possesses its metaphysical precepts, symbology, and application. The Hermetic Tradition, teachings of Hermes Trismegistus. Hermeticism is based upon the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, drawing together Egyptian and Greek spiritual thought, and has been influential in Western esoteric thought in many guises. Hermes is often considered to be a syncretism of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth, gods of wisdom, magic, and writing. The Hermetic tradition contributes to the mysteries of the universe through texts such as the Corpus Hermeticum, which gave a spiritual worldview emphasizing divine unity, mental transformation, and interconnectedness. The great central tenet of Hermeticism is expressed in the principle, as above, so below, as within, so without. This axiom captures the meaning of the correspondence between microcosm, the individual, and macrocosm, the universe. This correspondence suggests that one can attain deep knowledge concerning the inner structure of the human spirit, and through that also understand the universe. Hermeticism views true wisdom in terms of the knowledge of both material and divine things, achieved through spiritual alchemy, in which base instincts have been transmuted into spiritual gold. In this respect, the procedure is symbolical, standing for growth of the soul by means of purification and enlightenment phases up to union with the divine. However, the aim of Hermetic alchemy is not literally to change base metals into gold, but to purify and uplift the soul. By an inner process of transformation, the practitioner seeks to reach gnosis, or knowledge of the divine, and enlightenment. Kabbalah, the mystical dimension of Judaism. The Kabbalah is the mystical and esoteric mode of Judaism that deals with speculations on the nature of God, the structure of the universe, and the soul's path. It burst forth into medieval Europe as an outgrowth of earlier Jewish mysticism, although to a certain extent it was systematized in works such as the Zohar, a work of mystic interpretation of the Torah. The Tree of Life, a spiritual blueprint. At the heart of Kabbalah lies the Tree of Life, a symbolic diagram comprising 10 Sephiroth spheres, all representing different aspects of God's nature and the unfolding of divine creation. The Sephiroth are connected with 22 pathways that represent different spiritual states one should go through, with the aim of achieving higher states of consciousness and spiritual insight. The Kabbalists house the divine within a pretty unknowable light, if only epitomized by the concept of the Ein Sof, or the infinite. The aim of Kabbalistic practice is to ascend the Sephiroth, starting from the physical realm and moving towards spiritual enlightenment and union with the divine. The Kabbalah is theoretical and practical. Meditation on Hebrew letters, as seen as sacred energies, the techniques of Gematria 1 sort of numerology, are used in order to decipher the hidden meanings of the Torah and to equate the individual with divine will. Kabbalistic wisdom is pursued for the restoration of harmony in the world by Tikkun Olam, or repairing the cosmos by alignment with divine principles. Gnosticism, search for concealed knowledge. Gnosticism represents a very ancient stream in spirituality, laying huge emphasis on esoteric knowledge, commonly referred to as gnosis, for spiritual emancipation. Thriving during early Christianity, the concept of Gnosticism essentially dwells upon the idea that the material world is an illusion or a snare devised by a lesser deity, the demiurge. The real domain of divinity lies beyond this world, and it is the soul's objective to transcend the plane of matter and return to Pleroma, standing for the fullness of the divine. Dualism and salvation. Gnosticism represents a dualistic approach to the world, a struggle of light versus darkness, spirit versus matter. The Gnostic path is one of self-discovery, given through inner knowledge rather than from a conventional religious authority. Among Gnostics, salvation does not come by faith alone, but by means of an awakening to one's divine essence trapped inside the material body. Gnostic texts, in all their instances, such as the Nag Hammadi library, are full of elaborate myths about creation, fall, and redemption. Many involve intervention through a divine feminine figure named Sophia, representing wisdom. This Sophia descends through the material realm right to her final redemption, parallel to the journey of the Gnostic soul, from ignorance into enlightenment. Meditation, visionary experiences, and the reading of sacred texts were typical practices to learn the secret concerning existence and the divine. Theosophy, synthesis of ancient wisdom. Theosophy, then, an attempt in the late 19th century by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky to merge Eastern and Western spiritual traditions, offers a complex and detailed cosmology of spiritual evolution based upon percepts from Hinduism, Buddhism, Hermeticism, and various other esoteric systems. Blavatsky's book, entitled The Secret Doctrine, outlines the 7 planes of existence and the concept that man evolves spiritually over many lifetimes through the law of karma and reincarnation. The law of karma and reincarnation. Lying at the core of the teaching of Theosophy is the law of karma. Every action, every thought, produces its consequences in this or in a future life. The reincarnating soul is thus striving toward perfection, each life affording an opportunity for spiritual advance and education. It also introduces the concept of root races, or cycles of human evolution in which successive civilizations rise and fall according to spiritual laws. According to Blavatsky, humanity is presently part of the 5th root race and is evolving to higher states of spiritual awareness. While the concept rightly has received considerable criticism for its racial implications, it nonetheless forms one of the cornerstones of theosophical cosmology. It points out that the principle of theosophy rests on universal brotherhood, trying to bridge the gap between science, religion, and philosophy in the interest of a holistic knowledge concerning the universe and the position of humanity within it. Rosicrucianism, the secret brotherhood of the Rose Cross. As we know it, Rosicrucianism first took its beginning with the opening of the 17th century, when several manifestos were published introducing the world to the brotherhood. A group of mystics and alchemists indeed in possession of secret knowledge for the transformation of both the individual and society. The symbolism of the rose and cross. The rose and the cross, such is the centerpiece of Rosicrucian symbolism, merging such dualistic elements as spirit and matter, life and death, masculine and feminine. This is an alchemical symbol expressing the Rosicrucian aim of spiritual enlightenment through the integration of dualities. The Rosicrucians believe in attaining secret wisdom by meditation, alchemy, and readings of esoteric texts. Closely connected with the teachings of Hermeticism, alchemy, and Christian mysticism are messages of the soul's purgation, seeking divine wisdom. The manifestos published by the Rosicrucian order hint that the brotherhood, guided from behind the scenes, is engaged in the spiritual uplifting of humanity. According to them, they have the knowledge of ancient secrets about the nature of reality and cosmos structures, furthering human spiritual development. Conclusion. For many years, the esoteric traditions have offered profound insight to seekers into the nature of reality, the divine, and the soul's journey. Whether through the transformative practices of Hermeticism, the mystical meditations of Kabbalah, the hidden knowledge of Gnosticism, the spiritual synthesis of Theosophy, or the secret alchemical traditions of Rosicrucianism, these are paths toward self-realization and spiritual enlightenment. Each of these traditions, though different, shares some common core: transformation from within, research into undisclosed knowledge, and finally the unification with the divine. Through these esoteric systems, practitioners seek to unravel mysteries in the universe, seek the real spiritual nature of oneself, and achieve greater wisdom with an understanding of the cosmos. Thank you for spending time with us through Spookscope today. Feel free to share your knowledge and wisdom in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends and family. Until next time, my dear spooker, stay curious.